And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the WBR Power Hour! Are you
Hello, everybody. It's the American Nightmare from Bed. We are
You should run. Making their way to the mic at a combined weight of the entire world. CowBoy, Archie, and Markus, main event, Seaberry.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WBR Power Hour presented by Wrestling Behind Ringside. I am your host, CowBoy Archie. Thank you for joining us this week on our last recorded episode that we are pre-recording, as next week we are going live on Saturdays.
Yeah.
And I'll get more into detail in that in our news. But I have to introduce my tag team partner. He is my Rocco Rock to my Johnny Grunge, Mr. Markus, main event, Seaberry.
Hey, what's up, Cowboy Archie? Hello, listeners. This is me, main event Seaberry. We spell it M-A-N-E, because that's how we say man in Memphis. Hey, man, what's up, man? Ah, man, Public Enemy. I enjoyed their foolishness in WCW, but boy, I cannot get that image of the APA beating the living hell out of them. Oh, my
I
God.
know. Exactly. Man, that was the first team that I ever saw that used tables a lot.
Oh, they never met a table they didn't like.
You know, but then when Bubba Ray and Devon come along, it was like, holy shit. They put public enemy to shame with table users.
Yeah, they did.
So, but how about we jump over into some news?
Yeah, man, let's do it.
So first thing in the news that we're going to talk about, and you heard at the top of the show here, we had a 10 bell count. And we do that when professional wrestlers pass away. So, Markus, how about you talk to us about this
Oh yeah, man.
icon?
I mean, it's Hulk Hogan. I mean, he like the grandfather, godfather of modern wrestling. And I was talking about it the other day. Like Hulk Hogan was on the cover of Sports Illustrated in a predetermined sport. Like that wasn't happening. He kind of helped WWF become just a big nationally known wrestling federation. Kind of helped them get out into that first closed circuit and then pay-per-view era. And then in the 90s, he revolutionized wrestling again when he finally turned bad in WCW and helped form the NWO. That brought a lot of people who had stopped watching wrestling back.
Yep.
I have mixed emotions about this, man. There was a lot of tapes being leaked to him, saying the N word and saying some nasty things racially. And it did hurt me for a while, and I was like really sad about it. Every time I saw him, I'd just be bummed out. But you know, full disclosure, as a child, he was my hero. I was all about the 3 Amendments, training, prayers, and vitamins, brother. And play it real American and watching the cartoon, Hulk Hogan's rocking wrestling. Rooting for him on Saturday night's main event, and whatever pay-per-views that I would see. I was always rooting for him, man. Hulk Hogan was my guy, and I mean, I guess that's how I choose to remember him. You know?
Yep. WWE did a great tribute last night to him. I don't know if you saw it on SmackDown.
Oh yeah, I saw it. I watched all of SmackDown.
Um, that is the most quietest 10 bell count I've ever heard in professional wrestling. Because usually when a wrestler dies, there's like a fan out in the audience that's yelling the name or something during the 10 bell count. You know, this
Yeah,
one, nobody said nothing.
I think it's shocked, man.
You know, that the iconic, the immortal one is gone. And I know a lot of people wanted him out of the wrestling business, wanted him to go, but I don't think anybody wanted him to literally go die.
All I wanted was an apology that sounded sincere.
Yeah.
I didn't feel sincerity from any of his attempts to apologize. So it was just like, you know, I was just kind of in this limbo space with him. I mean, I broke down and bought a figure in a 4 pack, a few years ago. I used to have a lot more Hogan figures. I had a Hogan T-shirt. That I bought different Hogan DVD collections over the years. You know, Hogan was my guy, man. Like since a little kid.
Yep. And there's only one NWO left standing.
No, Kevin Nash, man,
Um,
of that original trio. Now, of course, the NWO Who Boy did the NWO expand. Everybody and their grandma was wearing that black and white.
oh yeah. Um, including me.
Uh, I was wearing a wolf pack I bought from Walmart because I worked at Walmart like the summer before I graduated college, and I was like, oh y'all selling WCW shirts? I'm like, yeah, let me go and buy this Wolfpack shirt.
Yeah, I had a Wolfpack shirt from Walmart as well. And then I also had the Sting t-shirt where it was the Wolfpack Sting and the Crow Sting where it was this one solid face, but it was painted half and half.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I was like, okay, that looks pretty cool. I'll wear that, you know. Um, but yeah, I don't know if you saw the Ric Flair video that Ric Flair put out about Hulk Hogan. It's 9 minutes long.
Now I didn't see them. Now I saw him be interviewed by TMZ,
Yeah.
and he
Well,
was, he was very emotional.
yeah. Well, with this 9 minute video that he put out, he was very emotional and he was crying and he talked about all the feuds that he had with Hogan over the years and how Hogan, was just a great guy to the business. And somehow Ric Flair three times throughout talking managed to say that Hulk Hogan was no Ricky Steamboat.
I mean, I guess he was trying to be fair, man.
Yeah.
Because that remind me of when a friend of mine went to a con in Chicago and had Jim Cornette call me. And Jim Cornette started trying to cut promos on me, and I started cutting promos right back on him because, you know, I don't play that shit. But but then before he got the phone, I was like, you were one of my favorite men. One, I said, Bobby the Brain Heenan, sir. Like, slow down. Know that you ain't number one. You know?
um, but yeah, I mean the wrestling world was shaking this week. So
Man, that dude it's been rough for us Gen X kids, man. We lost Malcolm Jamal Warner, who played Theo on the Cosby Show, Ozzy Osbourne, Hulk Hogan, Chuck Mangione. It was just like all the
yeah,
nostalgia feels. It was like Jesus.
yep. Even a country singer from the 50s and 60s died. Female country singer. So
Yeah. It was
she was known for her famous song Lipstick on the Collar.
okay.
So but
If she was ever on Hee Haw, I probably saw her. Because I used to watch Hee Haw.
she was on Hee Haw.
Okay, I there's a good chance I might have saw it.
Yep. Um, so three other figures ended up getting way overshadowed with Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, I mean, like it's Hogan, man. Like, and Ric Flair even said it like on one of Hulk Hogan's DVDs. He was like, "You can talk about work rate, this and this, but all around the world, people know Hulk Hogan's name." And he said, "You can't say that about Ric Flair."
Nope. Hulk Hogan was a household name everywhere due to movies, uh, and everything else.
Yeah,
And
he almost became like wrestling shorthand.
yeah,
So you like, oh, you like wrestling? Does Hulk Hogan still wrestle?
hmm
And you had to say no. He's around.
right. Um, Now a friend of mine did call me the other day and asked me if Mr. America's still living,
Oh wow.
and I'm like, dude, Mr. America was Hulk Hogan. That's like the Midnight Rider being Dusty Rhodes. We knew who it was. you know.
Yeah, there was a similar thing in hip hop. This guy named Shock G passed away, but his alter ego was Humpty Hump.
hmm
And some people are like, oh, Humpty Hump's still living. I'm like, I guess somebody else could take on the identity. It's that was a rough one, man. And I had taken a nap, and I think you had called me. People who hadn't texted me in forever texted me. Even my own niece Zari called me that day. She's like, I just want to make sure you're good. I'm like, thank you, dear. I'm fine. It was a little shock, and I explained how I had mixed emotions. And, I was just like, but when I was young, that was my guy.
Oh yeah, and I love the package that WWE put together for Hulk Hogan last night. Um, with the Real American starting out with his theme song, the Real American,
Yeah.
and then just going over his entire career and how he changed business and
Although, if they really wanted to be fans, they'd have played my favorite song off the Hulk Hogan and the Wrestling Boot Band album. I wanna be a Hulkamaniac.
I've never heard it.
Oh, it's so terrible, but so awesome. And like the chorus is kids saying that, and this Hulk Hogan rapping about, hey kids, stay in school and don't do drugs and listen to your parents. It's like I said, it's terrible and awesome at the same time. It became the theme song for Dave Sullivan or Evad Sullivan because that's how dyslexia works. You see your name completely backwards. He had a face turn and was this super Hulkamaniac on WCW. But of course, his storyline brother Kevin Sullivan and the rest of the Dungeon of Doom beat him up and and cut up the yellow boots that Hogan had gave him.
Oh, I remember it now. I remember it now. Yeah, I heard that
Ye-
song when he would come out. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
Dave Sullivan would come out to that terrible song.
Dude, the only song that popped in my mind was Rockin' Wrestling back from AWA. It was all the wrestlers doing a rock song and rapping through the rap song.
Oh, Wrestle
Rock,
Rock Jam.
yeah, Wrestling Rock Jam.
Oh, I remember that, sir. And hey, that is the magic of YouTube. You be like, I wonder did anybody else care about this? Yes, it had 100 views. Thank you, YouTube.
Oh, it's had more than that now because
I know, but I'm just saying, like, I
but
just
yeah.
throw random stuff at YouTube and somebody'll have a clip of it, and I'll be like, thank you, my fellow weirdos.
Well, I heard of it because of Ring General Radio. All the guys that used to do that podcast, they played it on there, and I was like, "Oh my God!"
Yeah. But you remember the times, man. You had the Chicago Bears with the Super Bowl shuffle and all that.
Yeah.
Even the Memphis back then Memphis State University Tigers, they had a song where they were rapping. But the
Mhm.
NCAA came in and was like, hey, stop that. And the local radio stations had to quit playing it.
Well, we need to get moving on.
All right.
Since we did jump way off track there, but our condolences do go out to Book Hogan, Nick Hogan, and all of the Balea family and Hogan family. Uh,
Yeah.
you know, including one of his best friends in the world that was actually there when he passed away, Sylvester Stallone,
Yeah.
who gave him an opportunity to step into a boxing ring on a movie and portray a wrestler named Thunderlips.
Man, I was so hyped. Like I didn't see Rocky 3 at the movie theater. Like, I had to wait till it started coming on like regular TV or something. I was like, is that Hulk Hogan? Man, that was so amazing to me.
Dude, you know what my favorite part of that scene is?
Nah, tell me.
After Hogan beats the crap out of Sylvester Stallone and everything, and then he pulls him in for a picture, right? And Sylvester's like, "What was that all about?" He's like, "I got to make it look believable, man."
Man, that's it, man. That's like the business.
Yeah.
That's the business in a nutshell. I gotta put this hurting on you. Most of the time it's not personal.
Hmm.
I'm just trying to give people a show.
Exactly. Because Sylvester Stallone's like, "Oh my God, how did I beat him? He's a tank."
Yeah.
So yeah, but I loved Rocky 3. Um,
Oh yeah.
but yeah, Hogan will be missed. Um, in other news, I mentioned earlier that we are going to be going live next Saturday. We're going to be recording at 3 o'clock Eastern time. That's 2 o'clock Central, 1 o'clock
Yeah.
Mountain, and 12 o'clock Western. So,
Okay.
um, depending on what time zone you in out there, you can find the links. This week we'll be sharing them out before we go live so that you can actually click on it and join us live on the radio and listen to me and Marcus talk about ECW Hardcore Heaven next week.
All righty.
And there's only one on Peacock, so
Okay.
I don't know what the year is, but yeah, that's just the one. So pretty sure you can't miss it when you.
I know.
Um, but the show will be available after we do go live. We're going to be on YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, as far as videos go, or as far as the video feed goes. And then you could also catch us on audio on any podcasting platform out there. So, yeah. So if you do miss us on Saturday, you'll be able to catch us Sunday, Monday at the latest.
All right.
So, any other news that we have?
I think that's about it, man. Hogan kind of overshadowed everything.
Yeah. Um, if there's one guy that could stop news out in the world, it would be Hogan.
Yeah.
So,
I
but
did hear a joke though. I heard a joke that Hogan's gonna have to be cremated because he didn't want anybody to bury him, brother.
mhm. But that's all right. My wife told me a joke the night that he died, and I stopped and I thought about it, and I started laughing because it started thundering real bad that our trailer was shaking. And she said that the only way Hogan's gonna get through the gates of heaven is he has to wrestle his way through everybody who's already died
Oh wow.
all over again. And I'm like, well, apparently he's wrestling Andre or Earthquake again. He's and as soon as I said Earthquake, my trailer shook. She goes, "Yep, that's Earthquake being body slammed."
I know he was like, out of the way, brother. Got to get through those pearly gates, dude.
Yeah, so that's a good one.
Yeah, yeah, hilarious.
And she's not even a wrestling fan. Never was.
Hey man,
I mean, she hated going to her grandfather's house because her grandfather would make her sit down and watch wrestling, and she hated it.
I
But then,
think I made my wife hate wrestling, and I'm sorry. I promise I wasn't trying to. I just really watch a lot of wrestling.
yep. Well, I mean, whenever I got with her and I turned on wrestling for the very first time, she goes, "Oh my god, you're a wrestling fan?" I'm like, "Yeah, is that a problem?" She's like, "Do I have to watch it with you?" I'm like, "No, I don't care what you do. Just don't bother me while it's on." So we kind of have an understanding. She'll lay over here and go to sleep, and I'll watch my wrestling.
Oh, oh, my wife loves to. Well, she goes from not caring to okay, who's such and such, or ooh, Nettie's on the episode now. She loves something to tell you part.
Mm,
That's like her wrestling friend in her head.
true.
I'm
Well,
sorry,
my wife,
Natalia Neidhart.
well, my wife does that sometimes too. Like she'll look up at the TV, just curious, and if she sees something she likes, she'll ask a question or she'll make a comment. Like last night with Alexa Bliss in the mess up from the camera. So yeah, and if you're wondering, I'm not sure if I should say it, but I'll tell you. Are you
Tell
there?
me, yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So yeah, apparently the camera angle was off a little bit last night when she went up on the top rope.
Was it an upskirt?
Yeah,
Oh wow! See, man, I was playing a game on my phone while I was watching SmackDown. I missed it. Oh well, probably for the best. I probably would have yelled out something real loud and got in trouble.
because my wife just happened to be looking at it at that time, and she goes, "Carpets don't match the drapes,"
Ah! Wow!
and I'm like,
Wow! 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 Wow!
"What do you mean?" She's like, "The camera was just so perfect. You saw right up there." And I'm like, well, okay, then don't leave me in suspense. I'm blind. I can't see it. She goes, well, let's just say the buffer came early. I'm like, okay. So,
Wow! I'm,
but
I'm gonna
yeah,
leave that alone, partner, and I'm gonna say let's move on to talking about this SummerSlam card.
exactly. And I know everybody who's listening to this podcast is going to go back to SmackDown and start rewinding that match and watching it in slow motion.
All right. So of course, SummerSlam is taking place in New Jersey, Saturday, August 2nd, Sunday, August 3rd. The start time both days, 6 p.m. Eastern time, 3 p.m. Pacific. All right. So on Saturday, and I don't think these are in order, but these are just the matches scheduled for Saturday. We got Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez defending the women's tag championships against Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. Gunther's defending the Raw, I guess,
Well, hang on.
heavyweight title against CM Punk.
Okay, hold on. Let's slow down just a little bit.
Oh,
And
sorry,
let's,
sorry, sorry.
let's get predictions for each match as you go through.
Ah,
That way we don't have to go back through them again to do the prediction.
good idea.
So
Let's see. So
I'm taking Charlotte and Alexa Bliss for the tag team championships.
yeah, because I feel like that's the next step in that storyline.
Yep. And I've got a perfect tag team name for them that they should just go on ahead and call them. They should just call them We're Not Friends
Uh,
because their t shirts are selling out like crazy with the We're Not Friends deal. So I mean, yeah, run with it.
yeah, yeah, I see that. I see them going winning, kind of amping up that storyline. It reminds me of Team Hell No.
Exactly. Um,
Yeah, that Brian Danielson Kane team.
you know, and if I was booking this, I'd put the tag team titles on them, let them hold it for the longest time that you can, and then have Alexa turn heel after dropping the titles. Like immediately after they lose the title, she turns heel on Charlotte. And Nikki Cross comes out and her and Nikki just bloody up Charlotte.
Oh yeah, that would kind of be amazing actually. Because I've been wanting her to go and join the Wild Six.
Yep. So we're both on board with that one. So let's hope we got that one correct.
And we got Gunther defending the Raw Heavyweight Championship against CM Punk.
Hmm. This is a toughie.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think they're done punishing CM Punk and that they're ready to saddle him with the world championship?
My problem now is Gunther hasn't been that long winning it back. Like, does it make him look weak if you have him drop the Punk so soon?
Not really, because I think if he drops it here at SummerSlam, it'll be perfectly fine. Um, because Gunther's still a great technician. Um, I mean, he's the only wrestler who does not have a specific finishing move. He finishes his matches depending on how he starts his matches. So, but I mean, in the long run, I can if there's going to be a future for Gunther, then CM Punk needs to take the title so that
Yeah.
that brings out a bigger feud for Gunther chasing the title.
Yeah, I see that. And I want CM Punk to get the belt badly, so I'll go and root for CM. Well, I'll pick CM Punk.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick CM Punk too. I think it's his time.
And next we have Randy Orton and Jelly Roll. He's a popular singer against Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul.
Ah,
You okay, partner?
you said the wrong name.
Sorry. Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus Drew McIntyre and LP.
Correct. You know that name is forbidden on this podcast.
Forgive me. Forgive me.
You are forgiven. That is an ongoing joke for those that are just not paying attention.
I thought one of your dogs had bit you or something. I was like, what the hell?
No, but there was a thunder last night, and my wife couldn't get the cat unattached from her cleavage.
Ouchie.
So, um, it's kind of like the Family Guy. He whipped the cat on Peter's head, but instead the cat was on my wife's cleavage. So And I'm glad she don't listen all the way to the podcast. Otherwise, she'll kill me.
Yep.
So, um, but dude, the this match is gonna be good. Um, Jelly Roll showed off some good moves last night. He done a great promo beforehand. The only problem I had with the promo is when Drew McIntyre entered the ring with LP and Jelly Roll looked at him and was like, "What, y'all think I was stupid to come here by myself? I got someone here too." And so he sung Randy Orton's theme song, which was cool. And then all of a sudden, Randy Orton comes out. That was a problem for me as far as the deliverance of, "Oh, you think I was stupid to come here alone," when just 5 minutes ahead of that, Randy Orton could be perfectly seen on the entrance stage for the Hogan 10 bell count. So like everybody knew Orton was in the building,
Yeah, that's fair.
you know. Um, but then again, he was probably doing a shoot promo and didn't think anything of it. Which, if that's the case, if it was all shoot, then man, can that guy shoot on the mic? So, but as far as my pick goes with this match, Randy Orton and Jelly Roll.
I think that's kind of who it's got to be. You want your celebs to normally win and go over. I just need people to temper their expectations though, because I feel like LP and Bad Bunny have kind of almost spoiled the celebrity wrestling thing
Yeah,
because they're good at a level that most of these celebrities are just not going to get to.
all right.
Yeah.
Now, I do know that Jelly Roll has been training with Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes.
Well, that's good.
So that's two um, generational wrestlers that have been getting him ready for in ring action. So I think Jelly's going to go in there, and I mean I'm not going to hold him to high hack standards, but I think he's going to go in there and be able to hold his own.
Yeah, that's what I want to happen. That's what I'm hoping for, man. Uh, so next we got another tag match: Roman Reigns and main event Jay Uso versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed.
Um, oh my God, this is going to be a hard hitting match because these four players, they don't hold back on their punches. Uh, Damn, this one's going to be hard to call. Um, because I know immediately following SummerSlam, Roman Reigns has to go film Street Fighter.
So he probably gonna get kind of beat up bad.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if my prediction is going to be Jay and Roman's going to pick up the victory. but Bronson and Breaker's going to beat up them two afterwards.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. That sounds plausible. I'll agree with that. And next we have the SmackDown Women's Champion, Tiffany Stratton defending against Jade Cargill.
Um, God, I love Tiffany to death, but I feel that they have moved on from the Naomi Jade situation to the point to where they're ready to strap that title onto Jade and put her in the spotlight. So I'm taking Jade.
I'm gonna have to take Tiffany, man, only because I love Jade. She's gorgeous. She's muscular. She's straight up Amazon. I just don't think she's ready for this shit. And also on night one we have Sami Zayn versus Karrion Cross.
Mm. To be perfectly honest with you on this match, I don't give a damn who wins or loses.
I do. Man, Karrion Cross be well. First of all, he barely fight. Then when he fight, he lose. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Let
Well,
let Karrion Cross get a W. Like Sammy is this hard luck
he
baby face anyway. So
he got a W this past Monday.
Karrion Cross did.
Yeah, he used a pipe on Sami Zayn.
He beat him in a match.
Yeah,
Well, I
but
want him to get a pay per view win. Let's just go. Although I guess if that happens though, that's gonna kill their program.
well, not entirely. If he cheats to win, they can keep it going. But Sami Zayn's got to get out from underneath this underdog bit that he's doing because you can only play an underdog for so long. Then you've either got to move up or move out.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
I mean, even when you know Brian Daniel, Brian Danielson or Daniel Bryan, when he was in WWE, he played the underdog role, and he did it to the point to where you know he finally had to get the title because it was either get the title or move over and let the others up. And it took all the fans getting behind him to do it, but he made it work.
He
And
did. He did.
where the fans are behind Sami Zayn, it's just not working. So I don't know. I think this program that he is running with Karrion Cross is to bring out a different side of Sami Zayn, and if that's so, then they need to get to it sooner rather than later.
I agree.
So
like I said, I don't bet, but if I did, I'm putting my money on Cross.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to see Cross get a win. I mean, the dude's very talented. So
All right, and moving to Sunday night, we got who is this? I guess this is it the Intercontinental Championship that Dominic has?
hmm
Yes, and he's gonna be defending against AJ Styles.
man, I've been loving the storyline for this build up because this entire time AJ has not been able to touch Dominic because he had a broken heart and wasn't cleared to wrestle due to a doctor's note. And so AJ couldn't touch him while he was not cleared. And then finally AJ's and the Raw general manager's like, you know, you're going in the trainer's room, you're taking the test. So he comes out of the room, attacks AJ Styles, hands over the note and says, I'm clear. I'll see you on Saturday, AJ. And walks away. Perfect. You know what I'm saying? AJ never got to lay a finger on Dominic prior to the match.
Um, I'm rooting for AJ, man. I don't think Dominic really needs the title, and I'd like to see AJ have one more run with the belt because I know this will probably be his last year of in-ring competition.
Yeah. I mean, even if they just give it to him for a month or two, it it, it would actually help. You know, and I think the best way to do this is have Finn Balor cost Dominic.
Yeah,
I mean, you can even make it be on accident so that it would start building a feud between Dominic and Finn Balor.
yeah. I like the way your mind works, partner. I
Yeah, I
want to
know.
see that too, man.
I know. Put a call in the WWE. I'll get in there and get that shit straight.
Yes, sir. Yeah, well, the next match, I guess the Men SmackDown Championship. The Unseen 17, John Cena is defending against the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Exactly. And this is a street fight. So, um, I say Cody's going to take it.
How you think so? You think Cody finally gets it back?
Yeah. And, we've gone used to the championship not being on television for a while. So, even with Cody having to go shoot the movie immediately after, it's not going to take him that long. Um, because with it's like Sylvester Stallone said with all the Rocky movies that he's made, he used professional wrestlers for all the boxing scenes because they know how to do the stand-ins and they are already built stunt people. You know, so Cody and Roman, they're not going to need stunt people a lot. So like they can get in there, shoot their scenes, do their fight scenes, and they'll be able to get out and get back to WWE. So I don't see where to be a problem if he's gone for a month with the title or a couple of months with the title.
Well, this is where we come to the fork in the road, and I go a different way, partner. I'm saying Cena all the way. Cena's gonna pull out every kind of dirty move and cheating tactic, which will be illegal, and I think he's gonna keep the belt.
Okay, so you're going Cena, I'm going Cody.
All right, and next, the U.S. champ Solo Sikoa is defending against his against Jacob Fatu.
Correct. In a steel cage match.
Oh yeah, still cage match.
And I think they built this up perfect for a steel cage match because of the whole Solo Secure trying to get Jacob Fatu arrested with the car accident situation that was actually Solo being behind it, and then Solo going to jail. So yeah, it plays right into having to go into a cage. Um, but we're probably talking about a normal cage without the top on it. So yeah, the new bloodline's gonna be able to get over in there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So
Yeah,
uh
more than likely Solo Sikoa is gonna retain.
yeah, um, you know, but I do think Jacob Fatu and Jimmy Uso could use a good bit of backup. So they eventually got to move that needle and get them some people on their side to actually help out with this solo situation.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. And next we got Becky Lynch defending the women's Intercontinental title against Lyra Valkyria. Man, I
Correct.
want Lyra Valkyria to win, man. Because I feel like this whole program between Becky and Bailey has made me care about her now.
Oh yeah. I'm picking Lara Valkyria um, because there are two stipulations in this match. It's first off, if Lara loses, she can no longer go after the Intercontinental Championship as long as Becky holds it. And two, it's a no count out, no disqualification. So yeah, there must be a winner, as Laura said. So that's going to allow Bailey to get involved.
Yep.
So this match is going to be good. But yeah, I'm going with Laura.
All right. So we're in agreement on that one. And the triple threat for the Raw Women's title, Naomi versus Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley.
Um, I think this is going to be a good match, but I'm not that excited about it. It just seems like it was a secondary thought to pretty much the rematch from Evolution when it was supposed to be a one-on-one, but then Naomi come in and turned it into a triple threat by cashing in to get the title. But all in all, Naomi walks out with the title.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. I want Naomi to walk out with that title.
Yep,
She's just such an enjoyable heel. Uh,
exactly.
and another match is added last night on SmackDown. Gonna have I guess, a six-way uh tag team match. It's gonna be a TLC match. It's gonna be the Wide Six versus DIY versus Fraxium versus Andrade and Phoenix versus Street Profits versus Motor City Machine Guns. That seems like it's going to be chaotic and fun.
Um, I think WWE broke the budget pretty much on putting this match together just to have the amount of tables and chairs and ladders that they're gonna need for that one match. Um, because God, I mean, it's six tag teams, and then if you stop and think about it, with the Wyatt Six, you're gonna have more than just the tag team champions of the Wyatt Six in that. You're gonna have the entire Wyatt Six get involved.
Yeah, it's a lot of moving parts.
Yeah, so um, it's gonna be real fun to watch, and I mean, I envy Michael Cole, and I guess it'd probably be either Pat McAfee or Wade Barrett that's next to him on that. But
I'm thinking Pat gonna be on a break for a minute. I think doing everything kind of wore him out. He was burning his candle at about three ends.
yeah, well, but still, I'm whoever's with Michael Cole on the announce desk. I feel sorry for them because man, this is gonna be one hell of a match to have to call.
Yes. Well, I guess we gotta.
Got to try and pick one of these six teams.
You know what, man? I'm feeling like Y6 gonna retain.
Yeah, because they've been running roughshod over all the tag team division, and I think it's too early to pull the titles off of them if they want to keep that momentum going. So yeah, White Six retains the tag team championships.
Yep.
Because I mean, it won't be too hard for the other White Six members to come in, take everybody out.
Of course not.
You know.
Catching flies indeed.
Yep. So yeah, that's gonna be a pretty big event. There's probably gonna be a couple more matches added this Monday and this Friday. Um, but I know that TLC match that's gonna be a long match, so they're probably gonna give them a good what 30, 40 minutes to go out there and do their stuff.
Yeah.
So um, but The women's United States title, it should be on the line out there at SummerSlam.
Man, it should. Um, I'm just glad they did this to put the SmackDown title on the line, but of course the Raw tag title for the men is not on the line.
Yeah. Well, see, they could add those two matches. They could add a tag team titles match for the men, and then they could add in the women's United States Championship. Because I think with the major four pay-per-views, they should at least have all the championships defended. Or but or actually at least three out of the big four. Because
Yeah.
Warrior Rumble has you know, two Warrior Rumble matches, so you kind of got to control the timing on all that. So I can understand them leaving some championship belts off of that.
Can I be honest and say I'm not super excited about this SummerSlam, and I really don't think like I don't know. I just don't feel like the storylines really dictated two nights, but here we are, I guess.
Yeah, well, I think WWE is being very cautious because this is the very first two-night SummerSlam.
Yep,
It was very easy for them to go two nights with WrestleMania, no big deal, because that was, needed. Um, but now that they're going to try to go two nights with SummerSlam, they don't want to under deliver. So they didn't really want to put a whole lot into the storylines, and then the match under deliver or the show under deliver.
I get that, I guess.
Yeah, which is kind of smart on their behalf. You know, now maybe next year, if this one goes over well and it over delivers, then next year they'll put more into the storyline. But in order to do that, they can't have a pay per view. What, just a couple of weeks before that?
Yeah,
You know, it's got to stand alone. Um,
I agree.
but I have heard that by 2027, that WWE is talking about having Survivor Series being two nights and the Royal Rumble being two nights.
Feels like overkill, but okay.
Well, Survivor Series, yes. Royal Rumble, I can definitely see that because it opens the window to get more matches out there. And you don't have to have two Royal Rumble matches in one night.
Well, yeah, that's good.
You can do men one night, the women next night, or the women the first night, the men the next night. So, that kind of frees up a lot of time for championships to be defended on those two nights. Oh, but Survivor Series, if they go two nights, then my suggestion would be that on night one, you do a traditional Survivor Series elimination tag match of Raw faces SmackDown, and then you do either the men or the women's War Game match, and then the next night you do the other War Games match,
Yeah, I see that.
and another traditional Survivor Series match. Because you could do the men's Survivor Series match and a women's Survivor Series match.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I miss the traditional matches. I remember like Hogan and Legion of Doom would be out cutting promos and this and that. Man, that stuff was crazy, man.
dude, I think the best Survivor Series I've ever seen was the one that they did nothing but Survivor Series matches with an ultimate Survivor Series match at the end for the main event. And it was whoever won would end up in the ultimate Survivor Series match.
Oh,
And it came down to Hogan, Savage, and God, wouldn't it the Texas Tornado?
Kerry Von Erich.
Yeah, facing the entire million dollar team and one other person. So it was like six against three.
Oh wow.
But of course, you know who won.
Hey man, Hogan must pose.
Exactly. I mean, he was the last one standing. Savage got eliminated. Kerry Von Erich got eliminated. So yeah, Hogan pretty much cleaned house on the other four that was remaining because Savage did at least eliminate two. You know, but they had to make Hogan look even better. So they couldn't leave him just one guy in the ring with him. They had to leave four to make it a little bit more challenging and make us believe in Hogan.
Of course, man. Hulkamania's forever.
Yep. And that is a good note to end the podcast on. Hulkamania forever. So you can follow us collectively on Facebook at Wrestling Behind Ringside. You can follow me individually on X at Cowboy Archie WBR. You can send us your emails of topics or questions or any comments that you want to send us. You can do that at wbr.mag1@gmail.com. That is wbr.mag, the number one, at gmail.com. Put in the subject line Power Hour so that we know that it is for this podcast. You could also get that email address in the details down below. So just click on details and you can find links to that, as well as all of our links to where you can find us at, and including the link to Two Swords, One Stone, which sponsors our podcast here. So you can go to Amazon.com and get that. So that is all the information that I have for you. But I do believe Mr. Marcus Main Event Seaberry has some information of his own for you.
All right, check this out. You can find me on X at Seaberry. You can find me on Instagram at Marcus Seaberry. That is MarkusSeaberry. And also, I have another podcast venture called Kick Out Kaiju that I do with my friend Christopher Eden. We talk about different matches. We tell you where to go, and ideally, I guess you would turn down the sound and listen to us provide alternative commentary. Um, right now, we're doing a deep dive. We are going to go through the entire series of Lucha Underground. The episode 3 is coming up next. Um, and just please support the whole Kaiju World Order. We got that. We got Kaiju Quest, which is a RPG podcast, and we're gonna bring back our comic book podcast soon. And just as always, people, any support is appreciated.
Most definitely. All support is appreciated. Please don't forget to join us next Saturday as we go live at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern on World on Kick Radio World. So that's going to be amazing, and we're very excited for that. Um, and then the very next day, I'm going to be in a car traveling to Ohio. So yeah, headed to go see my daughter.
All right. We wish you a safe journey, sir.
Definitely. And I'll be back on Friday. So that following Saturday, I might be tired, but I'm pretty much going to be doing my best to keep up with everything. Um, you know, and yes, I will be watching the pay-per-view from my hotel room on Peacock. So, um, yeah, I'm not missing either nights of SummerSlam. Um, and the last thing that I'm going to say for everyone is what you going to do when the Hulkamanias run wild on you.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Two Swords, One Stone is a story of hard work, dedication, faith, and love. Set in the 1300s, a small town man finds himself on a long path of enlightenment. Troy Carter learns that his brother is alive after 17 years of being told of his death. Before Troy and his father set out to find his brother, he finds that an evil Dark Lord named Kane is seeking to kill Troy and his brother to stop them from finding the two swords of power. Can the brothers come together to fight off Kane and his army to save the people they love? Find out where Troy will end up in this stunning story.
You can get your copy of Two Swords, One Stone available at Amazon.com by searching Archie Kaga. That's ArchieCoghan at Amazon.com. or you can get a signed copy by visiting
I wear an extra medium in
wrestlingbehindringside.com
women's.
slash
Nice.
shop.